What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Before I get into this video, as always, I want to remind you guys that if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to Too Raw for TV. If you haven't hit that bell, please hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of any video that drops on my channel as soon as it drops. And also, if you haven't hit that like button, if you like or at least appreciate the content on my channel, please hit the like button. These are things that will counteract the things that are in YouTube's algorithm that increasingly suppresses smaller channels. And this will help not only my channel, but other channels in the LDBC be that much stronger. Now, as most of you are aware, Steph Curry broke his hand last night in a game against the Phoenix Suns. And it was a game where the Suns pretty much embarrassed the Warriors. The final score was by no means an indication of the closeness of the game in general. At one point, the Warriors were down 50-19, and at halftime it was 72-46. Boy, sometimes, man, I wonder if the Warriors owners made a deal with the devil 5 years ago or something, man. Like, and it's time to collect. I mean, because this is getting ridiculous. It's monotonous now. I saw an interesting statistic that said in the last six actual not regular season games, in the last six actual games played by the Warriors going back into the playoffs, not only did Kevin Durant go down with an injury, and of course since then Kevin Durant's left free agency, but Klay Thompson went down with his injury, which he's not going to come back from probably until at least February. Of course, then they traded away Andre Iguodala. They lost Sean Livingston to retirement. Of course, DeMarcus Cousins went down with his injury. All right. During, with the Lakers. Even though he's no longer with the team, but I just mentioned him because he's with the team at the time. And now they've lost Steph Curry. I mean, it's ridiculous. And they were going to need Curry. They were going to need Curry to have an MVP caliber season and not miss any games in order for this club to have a shot at making it to the playoffs. And that was pushing it. Now, that's gone. As of right now, the Warriors are the worst team in the NBA. And this is going to be a true test for real, actual Warrior fans. And this is why I despise fanboys. This is why I despise them. And the reason why is because they'll talk shit to me about why X, Y, and Z is a better player, right? Based nothing but on fanboyism. But where are these motherfuckers at now? Okay? You got to ride with your team through the hills as well as the valleys. The mountaintops, the championships, and the valleys was the lottery years. That's the definition of a real fan. That's why I roll with a dude, my dog, since we was in kindergarten together. Short Pants. He's a Redskins fan. Been with them through the great years and suffer with them through the bad years. It's a fucking marriage, okay? Being a fan of a sports team is a marriage. You don't fucking cut and dry. You don't cut and run, just because your team sucked. You stay with them through thick and thin. Don't fucking come around when it's all good, and then when things go bad, you fucking want to run. Another boy of mine, he's a Giants fan. He was there when they pulled off the greatest upset in NFL history against the Patriots. And he's been there when they've sucked. Okay? I'm a Bills fan, so I know nothing but misery. But guess what? One day we're going to come through because I got faith in my team. I don't just run to a fucking team because they good. I can't respect that shit. I'm not saying there never been fanboys, but this shit is out of control. Where are you at now, fanboys? Where are you? Not talking about actual Warrior fans. Casey, other guys subscribe to me. I know some of you guys are actual Warrior fans. But where are you fucking fanboys at now? Okay? Where are you guys at now? But this is pretty much it for the Warriors. They're going to probably be the worst team in the NBA. Okay? It kind of reminds me what happened with Chicago in 99, but that was by design. I mean, when the Bulls organization made it clear that they were not going to re-sign Phil Jackson, that set the ball rolling. If they were going to re-sign Phil Jackson, the team would have stayed together for another year and possibly win another championship. I think they would have beaten the Spurs. But when they made it clear they weren't going to re-sign Phil Jackson, Jordan was going to be part of any rebuilding process, so he was going to leave. Scotty left. Dennis Rodman left. I mean, that was it. You know, the Bulls went from, if I remember correctly, 62-20 to that shortened 50-game schedule year, 13-37. They were horrible. But I roll with my team because they're the Chicago Bulls. I love them. They pissed me off, especially the front office the last couple fucking decade on, pretty much, you know. But that's my team, man. You gotta roll with it, man. So all you Warrior fans out there, be cool, man. It's just 1 year. Things gonna look up, okay? Curry's, you know, I don't know how long Curry's gonna be out, but he'll be out for a little while. Clay's gonna come back eventually, and then you guys got free agency. All right, you guys still got that championship aura. You know, you guys been the most dominant team in the NBA the last 4 or 5 seasons, and you always got Giannis. So, you know, the Bucks don't get their shit together. And, you know, I don't know what's going on with the Bucks right now, but they don't look like their dominating self from last season. Like I told people, they were going to miss Malcolm Brogdon, and you see it. When they had Malcolm Brogdon, until they lost in like the last 18 games of the regular season into the playoffs, when they had Malcolm Brogdon, they were on pace to challenge the franchise record of 66 wins. They was on pace at one point to win 67 games. They still won 60 games, but they tailed off a little bit toward the end of the season. And when was that? When they didn't have Malcolm Brogdon. And now, you know, even though the Pacers aren't very good right now because I don't think they have Oladipo, Brogdon's having an all-star caliber season. You know what I'm saying? I want to say he's averaging like a double-double or something like that. 25 points and 10 assists or close to it. Meanwhile, you got overpaid-ass Chris Middleton getting paid $35 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling Ticket in the comment section, shit, I'd take old Pager over him. I trust old Pager Stojakovic with the bad back and everything over Chris Middleton. Because Pager, you know, last year he played, I think it was that Mavericks championship year, he was big coming off the bench for that team. You know, he didn't play a lot, especially in their playoffs. But when they needed him, he could hit some fucking big shots. And I thought he made a good account of himself and kind of gotten over the ghost of Game 7 in 2002, Western Conference. People forget about that. Pager stunk it up in that game, man. But getting back on topic, you know, I got to agree with a video I saw that Ticket put up. Like, these types of injuries, it should be a warning to the Lakers that when you're in a situation, especially when you got guys that are older and have a history of injuries, when you're in situations where your team is up big, 20 points, 25 points, take your guys out. If you don't need these guys out there, take them out. Put your bench out there. I understand what Sayles was coming from in his video, that you kind of need a guy out there to keep the flow of the offense. I understand that. But at the end of the day, if you're playing against a team that's not that good, put your bench out there. Because generally speaking, if you put your bench out there, they're going to lose a little bit of the lead. They're not as offensively talented. sometimes the offense can stagnate because they're not used to being out there. Yeah, you can afford to lose or shave off 10 points off your lead. Okay, yeah. When it gets close, like if you're up by 25 and what I'm saying, you notice that the lead is shrinking down like to 9, 8. Okay, yeah, then put your starters back out there. But you kind of got to avoid, especially like with LeBron. Like LeBron, it should always scare people. Not scare people, but it always should alarm people that LeBron had a non-contact injury last year with the groin. So he's at an age now, when you start getting those non-contact injuries, that's usually a sign of you're getting older as an athlete. Not to say it can't happen to anybody that's not younger, but you generally see them more in older athletes, like with Shaq, Kevin Garnett. When you start getting a lot of wear and tear on your body, that's what happens. So LeBron being in his 17th season, he's an older guy. He's getting close to 35 years old. Yeah, these are the type of things you want to avoid. Anthony Davis already has a sore shoulder. I think he hurt his finger like the first, second game of the regular season. So this would be, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what's the diet. These guys are just so much more brittle than the players that I remember growing up, man. So I don't know. It is what it is. Warrior fans, keep faith, and hopefully Curry will be back relatively soon. I don't know, with a fractured hand. I don't know what the timetable for that is. I'm thinking at least like 4 to 6 weeks, I guess. I'm thinking. I don't know. But tell me what you guys think, man.